X-rays are a valuable medical method that enables us to observe hidden details without any invasive procedures. Over time, X-rays have uncovered some truly unusual findings. For example, medical professionals have encountered a 2 kilograms weight unexpectedly located within a person's body in Brazil. In another case, an unsettling image showed an object resembling a sharp tool in the head of a man in London. What other surprising secrets have X-rays brought to light? Let's explore 20 of the most extraordinary. Start. In Brazil, a 54-year-old patient walked into a hospital with severe abdominal pain, nausea, and constipation. He had symptoms for 2 days before seeking medical help. When he arrived at the emergency room, doctors were unprepared for what they discovered. The X-ray revealed something unexpected: a 4.5-pound dumbbell weight, measuring 20 centimeters long, lodged inside his body. The medical team was puzzled by the presence of gym equipment inside his body. The patient initially tried to remove it himself, which worsened the situation and increased the risk. The surgical team faced a unique challenge. Standard medical instruments were not designed for this type of extraction. After attempts with forceps failed, they had to perform an unusual procedure that involved careful manual removal of the weight. The entire procedure was unprecedented, and the patient remained hospitalized for 3 days for observation. What makes this case particularly baffling is the sheer size and weight of the object. This was not a small item accidentally ingested, it was a substantial piece of gym equipment. The circumstances raise many questions about how this situation happened. If you could safely explore inside your body like an X-ray, what's one thing you'd be curious to find? Drop your guesses below. In 2008, authorities released X-ray images showing a boy with a sharp object lodged near his eye. The Metropolitan Police shared these images to raise awareness about growing challenges with youth safety in London. The incident occurred outside a Tesco in Southwark, with the object positioned close to critical areas of the brain. Fortunately, the boy survived but required careful medical attention. Doctors noted the object was just millimeters from causing a life-threatening injury, and its removal demanded exceptional skill. The individual responsible, 17 years old, was convicted and received an indefinite sentence. This case became an important example in efforts to promote peace and prevent youth conflicts, with medical professionals describing the boy's recovery as extraordinary. A 60-year-old man called for an ambulance, but the dispatcher thought it was a prank. He said he had accidentally fallen onto his pet monkey, Slimy, which became stuck inside him. Paramedics found him in serious distress at home and rushed him to the hospital. X-rays confirmed a small primate inside his body, a situation the medical team had never seen before. The complex surgery to remove the monkey took over 2 hours and required a specialized team to avoid harm. After the operation, the man declined to explain how it happened. The case remains one of the most unusual emergency visits on record. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any future episodes. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. It helps support the channel, and I'm excited to continue bringing you more great content. In 2003, a Ukrainian soldier underwent an extremely challenging surgical procedure. X-ray images shared by the military medical service showed an active grenade positioned close to his heart. The surgical team faced a difficult decision: leave the grenade and risk the soldier's life, or carefully attempt removal with the risk of detonation. 2 military engineers were present during the procedure to monitor the explosive device's stability. The situation required extraordinary caution. A similar case occurred on June 11, 2016 in Arauca, Colombia. Soldier Leandro Luna had an active grenade lodged in his face after an accident. X-rays showed the device embedded near his skull, creating a delicate situation. The Colombian medical team set up a temporary operating room outdoors to reduce risks if the device detonated during surgery. The operation was successful, though extensive reconstructive work was needed afterward. His survival was considered remarkable. Both cases demonstrate the significant challenges military medical personnel face when treating injuries involving unexploded ordnance. Carson Brennan, a 20-year-old suspect, tried to avoid police detection by swallowing stolen items. He planned to retrieve them later after escaping arrest, but X-ray technology quickly revealed his actions. Another case involved Joseph Ramos, also 20, who was in Pinellas County Jail after being accused of breaking into a home and stealing a car. During routine screening, X-rays showed he had swallowed 2 gold chains valued at about $450. This discovery was made using the Secure Pass Scanner, a device designed to detect contraband hidden inside inmates' bodies. This technology has improved prison security by finding prohibited items like pills, substances, weapons, and jewelry. Swallowing gold chains posed health risks such as intestinal blockage or injury. Medical staff determined surgery was necessary to safely remove the chains. The procedure was successful, and the owner was able to recover her jewelry. In 2016, a prisoner swallowed a mobile phone that became lodged in his stomach and required surgical removal. The case highlights challenges inmates face in maintaining outside communication. The inmate admitted swallowing the phone, but it took 10 hours before he was taken to the emergency room in Dublin. During this time, the phone caused discomfort and potential health concerns. X-rays confirmed that the entire device was in his digestive system. The surgical procedure involved making an incision in the stomach wall to carefully remove the phone using specialized tools, avoiding further injury to the stomach and nearby organs. The surgery was complex due to the phone's components, including batteries and circuit boards, which could have caused complications if damaged. Fortunately, the phone remained intact during removal. The prisoner stayed hospitalized for 7 days and underwent a psychiatric evaluation to address underlying issues. This case illustrates ongoing challenges in preventing contraband smuggling in prisons and the length some inmates attempt to circumvent security. In 2008, Haley Lenz from Indiana swallowed 30 magnets and steel balls from a toy, mistaking them for candy. This caused severe abdominal pain and required emergency surgery and a 2-week hospital stay. Haley's parents were unaware of the incident until she became seriously ill. Doctors said she was lucky to survive, as the magnets could have caused life-threatening internal damage. The magnets came from a toy called Magnetics by Mega Brands, which later acknowledged safety concerns. Haley's case led to stricter safety regulations for magnetic toys. In Pakistan, a prisoner named Fat Mohammed woke up one morning to find a glass light bulb inside his body. In 2006, doctors performed a 90-minute surgery to remove the intact bulb, warning that if it had broken during removal, it could have caused serious harm. Fat Mohammed was serving a 4-year prison sentence for alcohol production and said he did not remember how the light bulb got inside him. The medical team focused on safely removing the fragile bulb, as broken glass could cause internal injury. A similar incident happened in 2023 in Colombia, where a 53-year-old patient was found to have a light bulb inside after an X-ray. The object was missed during a standard examination but was clearly visible on the X-ray. Details about the removal and explanation remain confidential. Both cases highlight unusual medical challenges involving foreign objects in the body. Sylvie Dube was told by hospital staff that postoperative pain was normal after surgery. However, the intense shoulder pain she felt after waking up from her procedure at Notre Dame Hospital in Montreal was unusual. She described the sensation as feeling like she had been stung, with constant and severe pain. When Sylvie's pain continued weeks after her surgery on March 14th, she saw specialists and had her shoulder X-rayed. The initial images showed no issues. While starting another round of chemotherapy, she tried anti-inflammatory drugs, cortisone injections, and various pain management methods, but nothing relieved her pain. Months later, with increasing pain and no clear explanation, Sylvie and her partner returned to the hospital emergency room more than 2 months after surgery. This time, radiologists took a more extensive X-ray of her abdomen. The X-ray revealed a 30-centimeter long metal plate inside her body, a surgical tool meant to protect the stomach and intestines during operations that should have been removed before finishing the procedure. The metal plate caused significant pain for over 2 months, while initial complaints were considered normal postoperative discomfort. This case highlights the importance of surgical counts and thorough examinations to avoid such occurrences. In 2005, Patrick experienced a persistent toothache and blurred vision for about 6 days, which he attributed to fatigue and work stress. The real cause was unusual. While working with a nail gun in Breckenridge, Colorado, the device misfired. Although he saw one nail fire into wood, a second nail took a different trajectory and lodged about 10 centimeters into the roof of his mouth. For nearly a week, Patrick lived with the nail embedded in his skull, thinking it was just a mild toothache. He dismissed the blurred vision as exhaustion. When the pain became unbearable, he visited his dentist. During the exam, the dentist was surprised to find the nail lodged in Patrick's gums. X-rays revealed it had penetrated deep into his skull, close to the brain. Specialists were called to plan its removal. Doctors noted that the nail had avoided major blood vessels and critical brain areas. The removal was successful, and Patrick made a full recovery. His case is a rare example of how the body can sometimes endure extraordinary injuries. A CT scan of Nicholas Holderman's head showed a car key deeply embedded in his right eye socket. The accident happened during playtime at home when Nicholas accidentally fell onto the key. Nicholas's brother witnessed the accident and immediately recognized its seriousness. Emergency responders described the situation as very challenging. Seeing a child with a car key in his eye was difficult for everyone involved. Nicholas was airlifted to the hospital due to the critical nature of his injuries. Initial medical assessments indicated severe damage to his eye, and doctors warned his sight might be permanently affected. The family prepared for a difficult outcome. An experienced surgeon performed the delicate removal procedure, which took about 20 to 30 minutes and required great precision to avoid further damage. The surgery was successful, and Nicholas made a full recovery with no lasting vision problems. What's the most surprising thing you've ever seen in an X-ray or medical scan? Share your story in the comments. While on vacation in Phuket with her husband Randy, Dana accidentally swallowed her diamond engagement ring along with her daily vitamins. She was severely jet-lagged after a long international flight. Feeling disoriented and tired, Dana removed her ring and, in a confused state, placed it in her mouth along with a handful of vitamins before swallowing with water. She only realized something was wrong when she began choking. At first, Dana thought a magnesium tablet was stuck in her throat. When she noticed her engagement ring was missing, she understood she had swallowed it. After 2 days of hoping the ring would pass naturally, the couple visited a local clinic for an X-ray. The imaging showed the ring inside her digestive system. Despite the situation, Dana found it amusing afterward. The ring passed naturally without surgery. The couple recovered it, though it likely needed thorough cleaning before she wore it again. In Dublin, Ireland, a 66-year-old woman arrived at St. Vincent's University Hospital after swallowing 55 cylindrical batteries. This was the highest number of batteries swallowed by a single person known to the medical team, creating a serious medical emergency. X-rays showed batteries scattered throughout her stomach and colon. Initially, doctors hoped the batteries would pass naturally through her digestive system without causing complications. After 1 week, the patient had passed only 5 AA batteries. Over the next 3 weeks, X-rays showed the remaining 50 batteries had not moved. The situation became more urgent as the woman experienced severe abdominal pain. The weight of the batteries caused her stomach to expand, applying pressure and interfering with normal digestion. Surgeons decided to intervene. Through a gastrostomy, they made a small incision in her stomach and removed 46 batteries. The remaining 4 had moved into her colon and were removed using a different method through the rectum. The case raised questions about the circumstances that led to swallowing such a large number of batteries. The medical team had not encountered a similar case before, and it became an important study in emergency surgical removal of foreign objects. In 2017, the University Hospital of Bosnia and Mostar was ordered to pay around $10,000 plus interest to Alan Patch, a former patient who experienced severe pain for 9 years due to a surgical oversight dating back to 2003. Alan had undergone what was expected to be a routine operation for a stomach ulcer. The surgery initially seemed successful, and he was discharged with hopes of a full recovery. However, a pair of surgical scissors was unintentionally left inside his body. For 9 years, Alan suffered from severe pain. The scissors moved through his intestines and eventually into his stomach. Despite multiple hospital visits and ongoing complaints of pain, Alan was repeatedly diagnosed with pancreatitis. Ultrasound scans did not detect the foreign object, and Alan's quality of life declined as his pain continued without clear explanation or effective treatment. The foreign object was finally discovered in November 2012 during a chest X-ray performed for a persistent cough. The X-ray showed the 12-centimeter surgical scissors pressing against one side of his lung, contributing to his symptoms. The scissors had moved through his digestive system over the years, causing ongoing internal discomfort. Alan's case became an important medical malpractice lawsuit and underscored the importance of surgical instrument counts. In 2018, Chinese doctors successfully removed a nearly 20-centimeter-long spoon lodged in Mr. Chang's throat for 12 months. The spoon had been there since Mr. Chang swallowed it during a bet with friends, illustrating how peer pressure can lead to risky choices. What is remarkable is that Mr. Chang experienced no pain or discomfort during the year the spoon remained in his esophagus. Because he felt fine, he did not seek medical attention, assuming the spoon would either pass naturally or cause problems that required help. The situation changed when Mr. Chang was hit in the chest during an unrelated incident. This impact shifted the spoon's position, creating a medical emergency. He was rushed to the hospital with severe breathing difficulty and chest pain. X-rays revealed the spoon's presence, and one doctor noted it was an unusual case. The spoon's location in the esophagus required immediate surgical removal. The 2-hour procedure was performed under general anesthesia. Surgeons extracted the spoon through Mr. Chang's mouth while carefully monitoring to avoid injury to the esophagus. A mistake could have caused serious complications. After removal, doctors found the spoon covered in mucus and corroded by stomach acid. They warned that if left longer, it could have led to a serious infection. Fortunately, Mr. Chang recovered well and was discharged 2 days after surgery. A man in China sought medical attention for severe abdominal pain, initially saying he did not know how a bottle ended up inside his body. At first, he preferred not to discuss some details of his situation with the medical staff. In a risky attempt to remove the bottle himself, he used a bent wire, which made the situation more complicated for the doctors. When the pain became unbearable and his attempts failed, he went to the hospital. During questioning, he maintained that he did not understand the cause of his symptoms. However, X-ray images showed both the bottle and the wire inside his body. Confronted with clear evidence, the man later admitted that he had inserted the bottle himself. He explained that panic set in when it became stuck, leading to the attempt to remove it with the wire. Medical staff prepared for emergency surgery to remove the bottle and wire. The procedure was complex but successful, with careful removal to avoid further injury. The patient was closely monitored during recovery. This case highlights the importance of seeking professional help and being open with medical providers to ensure safe and effective treatment. Subscribe and join our community of medical mystery fans for more jaw-dropping stories just like these. You won't want to miss what's next. Authorities in North Carolina discovered through X-rays that several prisoners had swallowed bedsprings. This unusual finding raised questions about the reasons behind such behavior. One possibility is that the prisoners swallowed the bedsprings with the intent to retrieve them later for other uses. Incarceration can be a challenging environment, and some individuals may take extreme measures. The discovery also highlighted concerns about mental health among the prison population. Some inmates may engage in self-harm as a way to cope with stress, anxiety, depression, or feelings of hopelessness. Swallowing dangerous objects can indicate underlying psychological issues. Medically, swallowing bedsprings is very serious. These metal objects can cause internal bleeding, perforations, or blockages requiring emergency surgery. Their sharp edges make them particularly harmful to the digestive system. Prison medical staff face the difficult task of removing the objects safely while addressing the inmate's psychological needs. This incident prompted reviews of mental health services in the prison and raised questions about the support available to inmates. The case also brought attention to security concerns. If inmates swallowed bedsprings as part of escape attempts, it suggested areas for improvement in prison monitoring and security. In 2015, medical professionals were puzzled when a child continued to have urinary symptoms despite standard treatments. The case, published in a medical journal, showed how a childhood mistake can have serious long-term effects. The boy had told his parents weeks earlier that he swallowed a 5-centimeter-long hairpin. His parents assumed the object would pass naturally through his digestive system without medical help. This assumption proved incorrect. Several weeks later, the boy developed symptoms of a urinary tract infection. Doctors struggled to find the cause as usual treatments did not help. The connection between the swallowed hairpin and the urinary problems was not immediately clear. After X-rays and CT scans, specialists discovered that the hairpin had migrated from the digestive tract into his kidney. This unusual movement caused irritation and infection in the kidney tissue. The boy underwent surgery to remove the hairpin, which successfully resolved his urinary symptoms. The case demonstrated how foreign objects can move unexpectedly through the body. Following the incident, the boy's father expressed regret for not responding sooner and emphasized the importance of seeking medical attention immediately when children report swallowing foreign objects, no matter how small they seem. In India, doctors at Partner Medical College Hospital encountered a challenging case when a 22-year-old patient arrived at the emergency room with severe abdominal pain, lasting several hours. During examination, X-rays revealed a steel cup lodged inside the man's body, blocking his intestines and causing significant discomfort. The situation was serious, as intestinal blockages can lead to complications such as tissue damage, infection, and sepsis if not treated promptly. Removing the steel cup was complicated due to its size, sharp edges, and rigid structure. 11 doctors worked together to plan the surgery carefully, considering the risks and potential complications. The surgical team had to navigate around vital organs and blood vessels to avoid causing further injury while extracting the cup. After detailed preparation, the team successfully removed the steel cup with precision and coordination. The patient's recovery was closely monitored, and he made a full recovery. The case raises questions about how such a large metal object came to be inside the patient's body. The circumstances remain unclear, and the medical team continues to consider the events that led to this unusual situation. In a serious construction accident in Truckee, California, Ron Hunt sustained a severe injury when a drill bit penetrated his eye socket and entered his brain in 2003. This case became notable for its unusual survival outcome. The accident occurred when Ron dropped a drill bit while working on a construction site. As he fell from a ladder trying to catch it, he landed on the sharp tool, which pierced his eye socket and entered his skull. Ron was quickly airlifted to Wardour Medical Center with the drill bit still in place. Despite the injury, he remained conscious and coherent. His family was relieved to see him awake and responsive at the hospital. X-rays showed the drill bit had penetrated several inches into his brain tissue but avoided critical areas that could have caused severe injury. The surgical team faced a challenging procedure to remove the drill bit without causing additional damage. The operation required careful skill and monitoring of Ron's neurological function throughout. The surgery was successful, and Ron experienced no lasting neurological impairments or brain damage. His recovery was remarkable and has been studied by neurosurgeons as an unusual case in emergency medicine. Ron's story highlights advances in neurosurgery and the resilience of the human body in the face of severe injury. These 20 cases represent some of the most extraordinary discoveries ever made through X-ray technology. Each case also serves as a reminder of the importance of seeking immediate medical attention when accidents occur or when foreign objects are ingested. Many of these patients delayed treatment, sometimes for days or even years, which only complicated their medical situations and increased the risks involved. Have you ever had an X-ray that revealed something unexpected? Let me know in the comments below what the strangest thing you've ever seen on an X-ray was. If you found these cases as fascinating and shocking as I did, Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more incredible medical mysteries and unbelievable true stories. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.